We tend to think of the artificial intelligence boom as a purely digital phenomenon. We picture companies like NVIDIA as the architects of this era, anchoring trillion-dollar valuations in the complexity of their software and the specific logic of their chip architectures. But an architecture is just a blueprint until someone pours the concrete. Those intricate designs require a brutal, complex manufacturing process to become real. The entire scale of the global digital economy, every massive cloud server, every complex AI model, funnels down into a surprisingly narrow physical bottleneck. To bring any piece of advanced hardware into existence, the world's most powerful software and design companies have no choice but to pay a toll to two very specific manufacturing empires. No matter how high the market values these software giants, if those two factory floors stop moving, the entire global AI revolution freezes instantly. The first of these empires is the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, or TSMC. They operate with a radically efficient model. They don't design their own chips, and they don't sell anything under their own brand. Instead, they act as the dedicated factory for the rest of the world. TSMC controls 60% of global semiconductor contract manufacturing, but for ultra-advanced sub-7 nanometer chips required for AI, that slice balloons to 90 staggeringly expensive equipment efficiently. Their toll booth is physical. They dictate the exact capacity for any company to physically participate in the modern technology sector. Raw processing power is useless without a place to store data in the short term. That requirement for high-speed memory brings us to the second king of the toll booth, Samsung Electronics. Samsung commands an enormous portion of the global supply of commodity memory, holding roughly 40 to 45% of the DRAM market. This line graph tracks global DRAM supply against price spikes over recent years. It clearly illustrates how a commodity monopoly operates. During the severe RAM shortages of 2016 to 2018, Samsung tightly controlled the limited supply, driving prices straight up and generating staggering profit margins. Yet Samsung carries a severe structural flaw. They suffer from a corporate identity crisis, operating as a dominant contract manufacturer while simultaneously acting as a major seller of their own consumer electronics. That dual role creates friction. Major tech clients are understandably hesitant to hand over their sensitive blueprints and billions in manufacturing orders to a direct retail competitor. So while TSMC operates as a trusted, neutral ground for the entire industry, Samsung sits as a highly cyclical, conflicted partner. Beyond the microscopic engineering and corporate friction, this extreme physical concentration presents a massive vulnerability. TSMC's physical location in Taiwan makes it an incredibly fragile geographic choke point. A regional crisis here would sever the global supply of logic chips, paralyzing international manufacturing and stopping the flow of the world's most critical electronic components. In response, the US, Europe, and Japan are spending tens of billions of dollars on friendshoring, a desperate, incredibly slow attempt to rebuild these supply chains closer to home. Meanwhile, the actual buyers of these massive chip orders, the cloud empires of Google, Amazon, and Microsoft, are looking at this precarious system and calculating their options. They are tired of paying steep margins and absorbing geopolitical risk. In response, these software giants have started designing their own custom processors, pushing to bypass the toll booths and control the hardware engines that run their data centers directly. The era of relying completely on hidden third-party manufacturers is fracturing. We are heading directly into a conflict between the infinite scale of digital cloud companies and the absolute physical precision of the Foundry kings.